Hello everyone, this is Michael Goetz and welcome to the hometown. You know, as I've been saying for a long time, television is a powerful thing and most people just don't understand it. Today we're here at Texas Stadium to go behind the scenes with Fox Sports for the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington Redskins. Stay tuned. You know, back in 1992 when I first started at the hometown, if you weren't 4, 5, and 8, if you weren't the big TV stations, you weren't TV. That's the way things were seen, you know. Nowadays things have changed quite a bit, and a lot of it is because of Fox Television. So today we're going to be here talking with behind the scenes with the Fox crew, showing how they put on the game, Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins. Well, I've been watching that since I was a kid, and try to give you an idea how much work goes into this, the artistry that's behind it, the number of people that come together, and how much time and effort goes into making sure that you sit at home and get to watch the Cowboys.
So stand by for the Redskins and the Cowboys, one of the oldest and one of the most heated rivalries in the NFL.
In Salisbury, Maryland, the hungry are being fed. In Wind Falls, Indiana, a man who learned to read at 47 is making sure others learn earlier. Every day, someone in America is doing something to light up another life. But there is so much more to do. The light to do it is within us all. We only need to share it. Call the Points of Light Foundation. Do something good. Feel something real.
Okay everyone, this is Michael Goetz. If you joined us late, you got a special treat. We're here behind the scenes with Fox Sports. If you keep up with television at all, you know that there's been a lot going on in the TV industry in the last few years, a lot of changes. If you try to watch the Cowboys and you end up buying UHF rabbit ears and now they're back on 4, that's a little bit what we're down here talking about, interesting kind of things. I'm here speaking with
Bob Muller.
Hello, sir. Now, I understand you're part of this production crew. Is that right?
That's right. I'm the technical producer on the production crew, responsible for all the technical setup and the logistics of getting this whole show on the air.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't think most people understand at all what it takes to get something like this going. You know, they flip on their TV screen, it looks great, they're happy. The only time they think of you guys is if something went bad, right? Can you give us a little bit of an idea, like maybe how many people go into it, how long does it take to set up, break down, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we generally, for setup, for a Sunday afternoon game, we'll come in on Friday, park the trucks, get them all powered up, and interconnect them. We've got a crew of about 45 technicians that will come in. Most of we end up with maybe 25 or 30 of them on Friday to begin the setup. The rest of them come in on Saturday, get everything set up, tested, checked out, make sure it's all working, and then we're ready for the big game on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, I want to tell you, I know that there's a lot of work that goes into this, and I think that you know, there's so many people in Dallas that love the Cowboys and just don't think anything about the TV thing. So are y'all pretty happy with that and the settlement? You know, everything worked out kind of good, Fox TV and the Cowboys and that kind of thing, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, Fox TV, we've got a very good working relationship with the NFL. We've got a very good working relationship with all the various teams that we cover, and we're very happy with that. They seem to be happy. We hope they're happy with what we're doing, and we're happy with the way we've been treated and given good access to the stadiums and to the teams, and that makes our job that much easier.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Vaughn Giner, and I'm Vice President of Creative Bankruptcy for the Fox TV network, which at the time of this writing is still a thing that exists.
And we try very hard in what we're doing with Fox Television in trying to bring the game to the viewer. That's why we have done a lot of work, a lot to improve the audio, to try and give you the feeling that you're right there in the crowd, right there on the 50-yard line listening to the game.
Hey, one other thing, I understand y'all got something going on new with the surround sound, is it, or what?
Well, we do. Fox was the first network starting last year when we started football to do every game in Dolby Surround. And now, of course, Fox does every sport they do, which, of course, now is football, hockey, boxing, and will be boxing, and they will be doing baseball, and everything is in Dolby Surround. And we're the first network to do that.
Good job. Hey, good job, baby.
Hey, if you're not hearing it all, you're not getting the full impact.
How's it going? I understand you guys are like responsible for the graphics and all that kind of stuff, or what do y'all do?
That's exactly right. All graphics come out of this truck. All in-game stats, any graphics scoreboard-wise, down distance, anything and everything comes out of this truck.
So did you have to go to any special school to get this kind of stuff, or?
No, it's just a lot of on-the-job training. Learning. It's sinking or swimming here.
You guys ever misspell anything?
Never. My operation tried to misspell a couple times. I just caught him in the middle of the stage.
We've done that on the air. Okay, well, we really appreciate y'all's time. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'm now.
This particular room that you're in now is videotape operation, so we do all the slow motion replays during the show, and then in the days before the telecast when we're here setting up, we're editing all the features and the open that you see that gets us on the air, things like that. So anything that has to do with videotape is done in here, and then once the show goes on, we're doing the replays.
Man, that must be something. Now, I imagine a lot of people enjoy those replays, but they don't got a clue what it must take to try to pull off something like that. When it's only a few seconds after it actually happened, how do y'all come back with the replay on the spot like that?
If it's a pass, then there are certain machines we're going to look to first. The machines covering pass plays. If something has happened really good in the line, then we know we can look at those machines and cover that. We always have the end zone coverage as a fallback. You know that that's going to have the play, so we can always go there if we need it. And then, of course, John Madden is helpful because we're listening to him and we know where he wants to lead the direction of the telecast, so we can pick which replay to go to quickly.
But watch Derek Kennard, the center here. They're going to get a big push in the middle anyway. When you get Larry Allen, watch how he just knocks his guy off there, the big hole, and then Kennard's going to come right here. You see him push? He just pushes the whole thing right into the end zone.
And then Nate Newton pushed him.
But it was still Larry Allen's block that made that a touchdown.
Bonio's kick is good, and it's 7-0. That ties Emmitt Smith's club record for a season of touchdowns, 22.
Someone once said, "We all come into this world alone, and we leave the same way." But in between, we have the chance to connect and help each other. To find ways you can do something to connect with the people in your community, call the Points of Light Foundation at 1-800-VOLUNTEER. Volunteer. Get connected.
Right now, I'm in the middle of the heart of the whole system. We're in the production unit where they actually switch and do all that kind of thing. And right now we're talking with
Bob Stenner, and I'm the producer for the Summerall Madden team. Have been for 15 years we've been together.
Can you tell us a little bit about what's going on right now? I mean, it was before the game and that kind of thing.
Right now, everybody's going on a meal break. But what we do is we come in usually about 3 or 4 hours before the telecast, and it's the last-minute cleanup stuff, building stuff graphically that we discussed last night in our production meeting. So, yes, Saturday is spent all day while the crew's setting up this remote. We're out with the teams, talking to players, coaches, watching tapes, etc. Then we get together on Saturday nights and have about a 3-hour meeting and kind of unload all this stuff, and a lot of information comes out of it, ideas come out of it. We come in the morning before the meal break and we take those ideas and convert them into graphics or tape or whatever. And right now, when you and I are visiting, the crew's on a meal break, and an hour from now, this place gets real busy, and then we go and do the game.
It must be really hectic. I guess you have something like 19 cameras or something, and I guess you sit here as a producer and you're kind of watching everything and switching. How's that all go?
Well, Sandy, the seat you're sitting in, Sandy Grossman sits in.
Today's game is being produced by Bob Stenner, directed by Sandy Grossman.
And then I'll check the tape machines to make sure what we have, and I'll tell Sandy, okay, you take VTA, take VTB, whatever machine it is. That's not to say that he doesn't know there, but I'm telling him what's there because I'm watching it during the play. And the place gets pretty busy, and the better job we do in our preparation for the game, the better chance we have of having those good isolated plays during the game.
Now, I know, of course, there's been a lot of changes in the television industry, and Fox kind of taking it over here in the last couple of years like that. Is there any interesting behind-the-scenes kind of stories about things going wrong or anything like that?
No, I don't know. I don't have that kind of memory for things that are good or bad. I know the thing that Fox has has brought to the NFL, and more in the pregame show and the games, is kind of a lot of glitz and glitter, and their idea was to deal with a younger audience, and they do that by almost making the pregame show and some of the things we do almost look like computer games. There's sounds associated, a lot of movement in the graphics. The first thing we got to do is when people expect to see NFL football on Fox, that it's not this, it's not the Simpsons or some car Beavis and Butthead or whatever. It's NFL football.
Well, I know, I guess from a long time watching football, it's all pretty much standard, but I also saw that you have a new camera, or at least one on the goalpost, I think now.
Well, that's a robotic camera. I mean, that's something that Sandy wanted to experiment with early in the year, and we liked it. And the robotic camera, it's not so much the camera as it is the operator, and somebody getting really comfortable with that, and it was one of those deals. Let's try it. It looks good, and let's see how it gets. And now it's gotten to be part of our regular deal.
Yeah, I really enjoy that angle myself. I think it's great, especially when they're near the end zone like that. You think there'll ever be a day when there'll be like helmet cams?
Well, the technology exists to do some great things, audio-wise, to mic players like NFL Films does, to put cameras. The World Football League, which we do, will probably become like the experimental area to do a lot of that stuff. But like I say, the technology is there to do a lot of things that aren't being done now, and hopefully in the future, we certainly want to do it. That's for sure. It's what the league will spoon feed us and allow us to do.
Well, I know we've talked a lot about this, but what about yourself? How long have you been in this? What did it take to get to your position in that?
I started with CBS in the mailroom right out of high school, and that's kind of a long story, but I've been doing this for a long time. But it's just like anybody else. I started in the mailroom. I love sports. I participated in sports, and I was very lucky. When you think about it, there's a lot of guys that would like to do this. There's only like 5 networks covering it. There's not a lot of jobs because there's not a lot of doing it. It's going to come more and more with ESPN, ESPN2, FX. We're going to be at cable. There's going to be more time to put more sports television on the air. But for a long time there was only like 10 or 12, 15 guys, whatever, doing it. So getting there is a lot of it's luck. Getting there, and then it's hard work and showing that you're worthy of it if you're lucky enough to get the break to do it.
Well, like I said, I definitely enjoy it. I know a lot of people, especially here in Dallas with our Cowboys, we enjoy watching y'all do it. Yeah, that's great. All right, this is Michael Goetz. You're watching my show, The Hometown. We're here at Fox Sports behind the scenes watching the Dallas Cowboys. Stay tuned. Thank you, sir. That worked really well.